Oh dear. Thinning pitch shots is one of the biggest issues that we see with golfers today. And pitching really does challenge the hand-eye coordination. It challenges our ball striking skills because we're not hitting it full power, so we don't accelerate through impact so much. Because speed is your friend, but we can't hit it too hard because it's going to go too far. I've got a shot here of just over 30 meters, so I need to control the power and also need to get good contact if I want to be consistent from this distance. Now I see a lot of club golfers, they're so keen to hit full shots that they'll actually open the face right up so that they can swing full. But clearly that's going to reduce our effectiveness and our consistency. We've got to learn how to play this half-length shot, this half-speed shot, and we still want to get good contact with it. So how do we go about it? Let's have a look at what went wrong there. Didn't lift my head or swing too fast or any of these other myths that people tell each other that causes this to top shot. Basically, it comes down to two things. Number one, using the hands and arms a lot. So we see this type of motion here, not lifting up at all, if anything, dipping into it, and using the hands and arms through the shot. So there's a lot of tension in the grip and up into the arms and the shoulders, and that tension is really going to decrease our ability to control the club. We want to be soft. We want to have soft arms, soft grip, and that's going to help us to feel that club head and know where that club head is. Because that's what it comes down to, is we want to know where that club head is. We want to get the right height. We don't want to be digging into it, and we don't want to be above the grass. We want to be sweeping that grass so that we can control the spin and the ball flight. And that's all about being aware of where that club head is, and we can only do that if we're soft. Soft hands, soft arms, soft shoulders. Now here's something else that's really going to help you get soft, and that's to rotate. You've heard me say this so many times before, you've got to turn. Whether it's a full shot or a pitch, you've got to learn how to turn. But there are two types of turn, and a lot of club golfers fall into this trap of turning through the shoulders and getting very level with the shoulders. And so again, that's the shoulders turning through. We want to turn from here, from the core, you firing your glutes and getting this midsection to turn through the shot. So that's going to look a little bit more like this. You see how I've still got some spine tilt here, and the left shoulder for the right-hander, the lead shoulder is going to go above the trail shoulder, and we're going to get a little bit of a tilt there. That way we can get the sternum, get the trunk turning through, but we're firing the right muscles. We're firing the core muscles to achieve that, not the hands and arms, and not the shoulders. We want them to follow. So slightly forward in the stance, little half swing and turn through. There's nothing too complicated about that. It's getting the body involved, getting these muscles of the core involved, and you can control where you're brushing that grass more easily because you're softer and you've got more awareness. If we're seeing a short back swing and then a long follow through, that's an indication that you're using your hands and arms. And if we see this big back swing and then stopping, then obviously you're decelerating. You might be firing the right muscles, but that deceleration is really going to affect your ball striking. So we want the backswing and follow through to be the same length. Soft hands, turn through. A little strong that one. Oh, go on, hit the pin. I think that's gone in. So it really is a simple shot that we overcomplicate so often, and typically it comes down to a lot of tension, hands and arms doing all the work, and you're going to miss-hit a lot of shots if you're doing that. Well, that really was a bonus to hole one from that range, but at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. I have to put it down to my trusty Cleveland RTX Zip Core lob wedge. I love it. So I've said this before, tension is the golfer's #1 enemy. You really have to learn to soften those hands and arms if you want to feel that club head and learn how to control the shots.